It took the blow along her starboard side. Masses of ice actually falling on the foredeck.
So I can clean. For some of you wondering what I'm doing, I'm cleaning the lenses. Hang on, lenses need to be cleaned. We're getting a bit dirty. So right, you guys, I had to clean the lenses because they needed cleaning. Here we go. Going pardon me. Alright, the Titanic now. We'll be going inside of a ship as well. So I'm just trying to...
What's with the patches of damage on the deck? I thought it would all deteriorate at the same rate.
Those sections are deteriorating faster because of visitors to the site. Some people land their subs on deck, making it deteriorate faster.
Isn't conservation of this site meant to be important?
It is. It just took a while for people to realize what was causing the damage. No one lands on the wreck now.
Oh wait, aren't the subs supposed to be neutrally buoyant?
They are, but the scratching at the surface is what causes fast deterioration, not the weight.
I'm at the staircase, descending to D-deck now.
Wow. Gives you a good view of every deck. This is where the staircase once stood. Which room should I check out first? I'm going to start with the cabins. This is the one of the many cabins on the ship. I'm up here on this bit so I can give you guys a good overview of the room. I'm actually on this part of the ship. I will be going to the forecastle deck at one point. If I don't go to the forecastle deck in this video, I'll probably go on Twitter and in a later video. Look at that bedroom. Here we go. Go down this corridor for some of you what deck rod, we're on A deck. Here we go. I'm resting training about for 3 to 2 hours, so it's gonna be I did a video earlier. If you haven't already, go check it out. In this video I will be looking at all the cabins that are available to go inside of, including this one. So I've just gone through the open area of the wall, through the exposed wall. Wow, look at that. This is absolutely incredible. Wow, look at this, is just amazing. I love it. If you didn't see the video I did about the Unit 10, about the Unit 10, I would totally recommend you guys to go and check it out if you're into that sort of thing. But if you're into Titanic, go and check out all the other Titanic videos I've done. Absolutely, totally recommend it. If you guys want a good look at all the rooms, I'll give you guys that. Right. So I'll go down this bit here. The 2 pairs of shoes. This was a real place where real people walked, and just people would come walking from that end of the corridor all the way to the other end of that corridor to their cabins. But it's the complete opposite. Come up their room, they come down this corridor and straight towards the grand staircase to go to the dining saloon. That sort of a thing. Hang on, I'll go and check out some of these rooms in here. There we go. Wow. The bed in this room's still mainly intact. The framework of the sofa as well. Here we go. The sink's still intact, and the rest of it, and the wardrobe as well, and the dresser. I'll go to this. I'm just gonna kind of stand in the doorway to give you guys a fair, decent look at this entire room. So that there's about 3 drawers. You can just about see a bit of the 3rd drawer, and the here we go back out of the room. Have I checked out this cabin? No, I don't think I have. Well, I'll do it just in case. So, another good room. I love this game. Totally recommend it. Shut up! It's alright, you guys. You will literally get used to it. You guys can obviously hear what's going on if you've got very good sense of hearing. What the fuck? Hang on, you guys, I'll be back with you in a minute. Hello everyone, I just had to help my dad like carry something in the house, and it's a type of a just trying to explain what it is. Takes me a while to memorize it, and it's the sort of thing you would store something in. I can't really explain. That's the best as I can explain it as I can. So I had to help. It's not exactly small, put it that way. It's quite big, and I've had to help him carry it in the house. Literally. So I've had to help him carry it in the house because he couldn't do it on his own. So this is going to be the oh, look at that. Oh, here we go. Looking into these rooms are accessible. There's the wardrobe, bed made of sofa, the sink, taps, and the dresser. And just trying to think. Bed, sink, taps, mirror, wardrobe, remains of sofa, and dresser. Go back the way I came in. There we go. Look inside of. Hang on. Pardon me. Oh, blame it out. Well, let me in the room for a bit then. I'm in the room now. You got the sink, taps, mirror. The bed. And the wardrobe. And sofa and a bed. As you guys can see. Well, a bit of a bed. And a dresser and some lights. And an on and off switch for the controls for lights to come on and turn off. And I'm guessing that control ahead of me I'm looking at, that controls the lighting of the room. How dark you want it, and well, you get the idea. How light you want it and how bright it should be, that sort of a thing. You got the sink, the taps, and the mirror of the for part of the wardrobe, drawers, and remains of the sofa, bed, and dresser. And I'll explain to you what a dresser is used for, like to put your jewellery in the drawers or to store something on, that sort of a thing. Oh, frick it out. It's alright. Just trying to get out the room and it won't fucking let me. It's alright. There we go. Eventually got out the room. So, here we go. I'm gonna check out these two rooms here. I'm gonna go to this room first. Wow, look at this room. You got the toilet, the bath and bath there. This is the bathrooms where you'd come in, have a shower, and well, you get the idea mainly. You got the wardrobe, sink, sink, taps, and dresser, remains of the bed, and the mirror, which is right below me. And I'm gonna go back out of the room and into the room I said I was gonna go into. Oh yeah. Frickin' hell. So I had a kind of a shiver kind of up and down my minute. So I'm alright, it's just like when it went, started having a funny turn. It went up, down, up, down. Well, you get the idea because you just saw it happen. It kind of, that kind of the thing messes with my head. It's, wow. So, and a window, as I was trying to say before that. Can't even explain what it was like when I was trying to get out of the room. It started chucking me up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. I can't even explain it. That's the best as I can explain it. And now I'm in this room. As you come in the room, you got the dresser, the 2 sinks and the taps for the one sink, and the 2 taps here for the one sink and the same thing for the other sink. You get the idea mainly. And then the bed, double bunk bed, and the sofa, and a chair, and a wardrobe in the far corner, and a mirror. Oh, hang on. I know what corridor to go down. Go down this corridor, because this corridor leads to another kind of if you go straight down, it's like another corridor like the one we just came out of. So I'll show you guys that area. This is the toilets when someone would come in when they were like desperate to go to a toilet. This is where they would come for. They've got a spare toilet, like 3 spare toilets for this toilet. You've got 1, 2 and 3, as you guys can see, and this is what remains of the area itself. So that's the bathrooms, just to show it to you guys about when I was in that room right ahead. Here we go. So I'm gonna check these 3 rooms out. I'll get to that one in a minute. Usually I go in that one first, but this time I'm going to go in, like, have a good look in this room. Well, you've got the dresser, wardrobe, which would have stood right where I'm looking. Reason why it's in that position is when the ship hit the ocean floor. Where it came from that position and fell flat on its back in that position it is in now. And you got the mirror, the sink and the taps and the bed right ahead, which is made for a person where someone, or he or she, would come in and just go to sleep, that sort of thing. Would come in, sleep, and like, where if they wanted to, like, put a ponytail in the hair, if he or she had long hair, so where they would come in. That's what the mirror, kind of a mirror, was used for.
Hello, YouTube.
So now as I go down this corridor, I'm looking down. I'll be showing you guys the rooms that leads to the grand staircase. I think I might have already... Hang on a minute. I haven't been in this room yet. Ahead, as you guys can see, you got the regular bed. And that would have been the bunk bed I'm looking at. And this, right beside me, that's to pause the... I'll let you guys answer that. Obviously, I reckon it could be to control the lighting of the room. Ambient sounds, that sort of a thing. I don't really know. I'm just guessing. I'll let you guys answer that. What this thing I'm looking at is used for. Obviously, hang on, that's not a pause button. I've only just clicked for it. It's some type of a plug. I've only just realised that. What? You know, I know it. I've only just realised I know it's a plug now. I just don't know what. It took me ages just to flip in. It took... Oh, frickin' out, nearly fell over. And this is where some of the plates and saucers would be stored. And as you guys can see, this is where waitress would come in, grab a plate, saucers, that sort of thing, and go straight to the kitchen. Oh. God, this is a good game. I totally recommend it. You got the dresser, the sofa, and the bed. And right beside me, you got the sink, the taps, and the mirror, which I just described to you what the mirror was used for. That's just a good example. If you had, I'll give you guys another one. Like if someone had a spot on their head, they wanted try to look at a bit to pick the spot, they would use a lot of their fingers just to pick the spot. That's just a kind of a example that would be used for. I'm just giving you an example what the mirror would be used for. It could be used for something else, like when you're washing your face, like dampening your hair, that sort of a thing. Well, now you get the idea. And now, this room here, right beside me, you got the dresser, then the sofa, and then the sink, taps, wardrobe, and bed. And then ahead, you got the on and off switch, and some of the lights, and same thing for this room. This room has got 2 lights, that's alright, nothing important. You got the light right above where I'm looking, and then the same thing for there. This is where this is really, oh frickin' out, it's alright. I'm alright. When you play these sort of a games, you forget where you really are. It just looks so real when you're playing something like this. Oh, well, you can just about see the end of you can see the light, kind of the end of the hallway, just about. I'm just gonna check these 2 rooms out here. That's the room I was just looking into. Tell you about the furniture in the room, and you got the. Oh god, let's just go into this room a sec. You got the wardrobe, dresser, sofa, bed, and the hang on, just trying to think. The sink, taps, and the mirror, and the porthole windows, which is that. The porthole windows, that one, and that one. Where if you wanted just to look at the view of the ocean, you'd look out of this one, that window I'm looking at, and that window was used for. So you would see another ship, maybe, or some type a bird flying by, that type of thing. You would usually see. As you come out of the room, you got the same thing for that porthole window, and that well, you get the idea. The same thing for that. Hang on. The same thing for that window and that window. Well, it's the same thing mainly for all the windows. And if you wanted to go on the promenade deck, just stand and look at the view of the ocean. That's the sort of thing you would, like some people did on this ship. There is many ships out there that have got history of, like, history and tales, and like a historian would tell you, like, so many things they know about a subject. And there we go. Give you a good quick look at that room. I'm standing here. Obviously, you got the regular bed, the wardrobe, the dresser, which is right ahead, and then the sofa, and you get the idea mainly. The sink and taps, and in this room you got the bed, dresser, sofa, sink, taps, and mirror, and then the wardrobe. Go into Hang on. Be with the guys in a minute. Just gonna sort. So, and then you've got another window. So, mainly all cabins had windows. Like that one, and that room. And, oh, let me know. It's alright. And that, hang on, and that window right ahead. So we're just gonna go down this bit and down the two. This is a pair of shoes. What someone would just like someone would be like had, well, mainly used. It could be a he or it could be a she. It could be a kid. It could be a boy or it could be a girl. And if you haven't already, subscribe, because I've got a ton of gameplay content on the way. I think I might have I gave you a tour of like Thomas Andrews' room earlier. I know. Hang on, what's his room on the? No, hang on. I'm just trying to think. Oh yeah, I did. It's quite easily to. You can easily get lost on these type of ships. Big ships, that is. If you wanted to know where the toilets were, you'd go to a member of the crew and ask where the toilets. They would direct you the direction where the toilet's located. They would say go down this corridor, that corridor, and right, left. Get the idea. You mainly get the idea. And then you got the sink, the taps, and the mirror. And then you got the wardrobe, or what remains of it. You got the bed, bunk beds, and then the dresser. Just going to. I'm gonna. Oh, look at this. As you come in, for example, if you came from your cabin, which I'm just guessing, which is directly down there. I'm giving you an example. Which is down there. You've just come out of that way. I've just come out of. You come down this way. This is the view you would get. If you're looking that way, you get to see the windows, and then the door that's right beside them, as you can see, and then you got where the grand staircase once stood if you wanted to go to B deck. This is where people would this bit where I'm located now is where the stairs would main staircase starts. This is where the grand staircase would start, on this spot I am, and it would go down to about here, and then it would go straight down where I'm looking, that sort of thing. The clock would have stood about, the clock's gone now, but it would have been about, I'm just trying to guess. Would have stood about where I'm looking. Somewhere in this area where I'm looking. I know it'd be in this spot somewhere where around where I'm looking. I know it'd be somewhere around there. I know it would have stood above the grand staircase. I know that for sure. So here we go. Now I'm going to the after I've done a tour of B deck, I've got to go to see D deck, because the game is telling me I've got to go down that way. Which way should I go now? I'm just having, when I'm playing this game, I just have a good look around at the ship. I know she would have been it would have been luxurious. This is something me and my mum agree on. I don't know about you guys, but it depends where you see it. There is no other ship that is more luxurious than Titanic. I don't think anybody could beat it, really. Something me and my mum can agree on. Like, I know there's bigger ships than Titanic, I know that. For example, Queen Mary's a good example. And the Disney cruise ship, which Adam Hatton and Gary C went on. If you haven't already, go and check the full series they did on that cruise ship. Like Adam Hatton did with Gary C. If you guys haven't already, go and check it out, because I recommend you go and subscribe to Adam Hatton's YouTube channel, and also Gary C's. They're both Disney fans. Give you a bit of a because Adam Hatton originally worked with Disney. I think he came from, I think it was somewhere in America. I don't know. I don't know exactly where, and he came all the way because he's not working with Disney no more. But I know Gary C's based in London. I've messaged Gary C quite a few times. He always messages me. He's such a kind person. So if you haven't already, go and follow his Instagram page, which is Gary C. Well, if you just put Gary C on Instagram, you'll recognise his profile picture. You'll recognise him from a mile off. And he suffers from anxiety, for some of you that are wondering. That's why he has a ring on his finger and messes with it. Like, I always find that you've got something to mess with, like a part of a cotton or a pillow, something like that. It's just an example. So that kind of a thing really is helpful. Kind of helps. So you got the doors. The doors here, I'll show you where they would lead. It's the same thing for that door. This is where people would. That's where they're leading. This is this is a part of the some type of Honor and Glory. If I'm right, I think Honor and Glory did recreate this type of area to what it would have looked like. There would have been furniture about scattered over the place in this area. I know there's not much to see, but I'm gonna try and give you a good I know where the cafe was located, the Cafe Parisien, as you guys would know. It was somewhere in. Hang freaking on, I recognise this area. It's alright. This is the. Hang on. Oh look, I'll give you guys a good example why people refused to leave the ship. Hang on. That is what they saw. Complete blackness. Ugh, so I nearly freaked out. That's why they refused to leave the ship. So, honestly, what I showed you is all they would see. Blackness. That's the reason why they refused to leave the ship. Well, one of the reasons. There could be many reasons, but that one's one of the main reasons why they refused to leave the ship. Now here we go. Back into this area. I'm going to give you a good overlook of the area because I've got to go to rest and training in about an hour. And so this is a good game. I totally recommend it. I'll show you guys the elevators. Here we go. Just gonna. So I just had a bit of me drink for a minute. This is where people would come and wander. They had all the dogs that were on this ship, none of them survived. But Titanic had about 706 survivors altogether. There were mainly passengers and crew, and there's mainly like furniture and that scattered over the place. If you haven't already, subscribe and push notification bell to be notified every time I upload on YouTube. I'm going to give you a good look at the rooms because I know there's many people that would love to see what the rooms look like. This is mainly this is mainly bathrooms, but I'll show you where the rest of the saucers and plates were located when I get to it eventually. This is the toilets and sinks, you get the idea. And there we go. Give you a good look at the rooms down this corridor, and I'll go down the other corridor, which is where I went in before I came into this bit, which was down that way. So it's mainly like, that's a good look at the, there you go, you got a bed right there. And then there's the sink, as you guys can see the corner bit of. Oh yeah, I know what to do with this bit. If you ever come across this at any time, follow what I'm about to do. Follow what I'm about to do. If I come across this bit on this part of the ship, this is my tip. Follow what I'm about to do. Go down this corridor. If you see the upper bit of the wall there, you go straight. You follow what I'm doing. If you ever come across the bit where it blocks off that bit, you guys can. If you ever come across that, follow what I'm doing. Come into this room and go through this bit here, and then go directly past this bit, which is actually quite useful because you avoid like having to go through that what I'm looking at. And I'm going to show you guys a good overlook at the rooms. I'm going to hang on, I'm just going to check some of the. So if you guys ever come across that, I totally recommend you guys doing what I showed. Hang on. This is a good look of a quick look at lots of lights and furniture in that room, and the same thing for that room. It's alright. You guys wondering why I'm going backwards? It's just you guys. It's alright. I'm just having a bit of a. There we go. There's lights. These lights would light up the entire corridor. And that's another cabin. Same thing for the cabin ahead. It's alright. I'm not what I'm doing. This is a loose wire. Three loose wires. One has the light still intact, as you guys can see. I looked in them type of rooms in the episode before. There's not much to see in there, but there would have been accessible rooms on the actual ship. Guys, like bathroom and another cabin. I'll go down this corridor. This corridor, which leads to that corridor ahead. Another another like cabin, bunk beds, and which had a normal regular bed and a dresser, and sinking taps and a wardrobe. I'm going back up the room so I can go down this corridor here. There we go. So this room here has a this room here is quite nice. It's big. You've got the wardrobe, sink, taps in the mirror, and dresser, bunk beds, and a regular bed. Go back out of the room. Oh yeah, and also forgot on and on off switch. I recognise it. I'll show you these two rooms here. This one here, it's actually a quite decent room. It's made for a person which would be travelling on his own, or he or she be travelling on their own. Look at this. This room's quite nice, nice and decent. You got the jug, and still in place in the holder. And you've got the dresser, the sink, taps, and the mirror, and there's one thing leather always survives. Anybody would say that. You got the wardrobe. I almost called it the wrong thing then. The dresser, the bunk beds, remains of the sofa, sink, taps, and the mirror. Go back out of this room, all blaming out. Almost glitched into another room. Hang on. I know where I'm going now. The lights as well. And giving you a good look at the rooms. Another cabin. Very big, very decent one. Look at this room. Go back down this corridor. Some corridors in the Titanic were quite small, quite cramped, we're quite, how do I put it? We're quite, what's the word? I'm trying to give you a good example. Oh well, I'm just going to leave it as that, but for that saying. There we go. We just finished the tour on B deck. Now we're going to go to a tour on C deck, then do the mission on D deck, and then I don't think many people's attempted to do this. Right, going forward. It's alright. Trying to go down. Won't even frickin' let me. Well, it is now, sort of. Well, there we go. That was a good, decent light over. There we go. Hang on. It's alright, I'm just trying to frickin' move around. Flipping, I wouldn't even let me go frickin'. Well, it let me go forward now, but it wouldn't before. Go. Hang on, just trying to. There is a certain room, another room where plates and saucers would be. Oh, it's just the room I was just telling you about. Just. Hello, this is one of the. This is where the rest of the plates and saucers would be stored. During the sinking, where the ship tipped, front part of the ship went down forward. The plates and saucers just flew off where they were stored and just smashed on the floor. You guys, this is where some of them will remain in this spot for like eternity, and then you got this is where the people would, like, member of the crew come in and just pick like plates and saucers and just take them to the like set them out and that sort of thing. It's alright, I know exactly what I'm just trying to think what I'm doing. I'm just trying to think what oh wow. I've just come down another like area. Ooh. Oh, that's another like. It's alright, I know what I'm doing. Go forward. Here we go. It's area. This is another. Where's another bathroom, another like bathroom area. Got 3 sinks, the taps for 2 taps for each one, and then the toilets themselves and the door which would come out in, and the same thing for the doorway would just come in. As you go back up the room, that bathroom, you see that room there, and then I think that's about it. I'm just trying to exit the room and I'm freaking glitching into walls and all. Freaking stop it, you stupid thing. Guys would see this as completely normal. So that does mess with my head a bit. So if you guys have got sexual integration, I would completely avoid like having this type of a problem. Wow. Hang on. It's alright, I'm just going to check out the rest of the rooms. I just had my coffee. Hang on. Fucking. Sorry, that bobbiness you guys saw, that just messed with my fucking head. You guys haven't got sexual integration? You're fucking lucky. I have to live with that every single day of my life. Literally. With some people, it would just go. It would just go. But with me, it's the complete opposite. I've got sexual integration for life now. And I'm not even joking. Anybody with sexual integration would tell you what it's like. It is not nice. My mum can explain really brilliantly well what it's like with what sexual integration is like. If you guys want to look it up what sexual integration really is, I'd totally recommend it. Put in what is sexual integration and the definition would show you what sexual integration is. I'm just going to hurry up with this because my head's starting to... The sexual integration is starting to take a better of me, if you know what I mean. But when I've done this video, I'm just going to have a flipping break and... don't frickin' do that, you stupid game. I don't hate this game, it's just a bit... Oh, what? It's got a ton of glitches, you guys saw a couple of them. Well, kind of... It's a good game, I totally recommend it, but it's a bit... Just trying to. I'm just gonna get on with it. Let me go forward, you frickin'. Sorry, just the game would let me go forward for a minute then. I've had to. Legit, I have to reverse backwards out the entire way. You shouldn't do that, but it's frickin'. Because you're not the game like another pair of shoes. Now I'm just gonna go down the flipping game. Here we go. It's alright, I'm just trying to keep myself together. I love this game so much, it's just too much at times. Here we go. Another room. Well, and a couple of rooms. I'm gonna go straight down the corridor. Another room. Well, more, it's just mainly tons of rooms and bathrooms sort of thing. There we go. There we go. Oh, now I'm gonna actually do the mission. It's alright, the game's not letting me go fecking up. It's normal. If you guys ever come across it. It's alright, it's my notifications going nuts. Fecking. It's alright, that's Ricky. Hang on.
Alright, I'm at D deck.
Great. The area in front of you is the reception area. Head forward and you'll find a grand piano on the port side.
Is that what I'm photographing?
Yeah, an American historian is writing about the Titanic's musicians and wants a clear photograph.
Let me
of
go
the piano.
forward. So I'm not saying that to you guys, I'm saying it to the game. To like freaking normal.
Can't believe this survived.
It's beautiful, isn't it? Like something out of a film.
I think this is the first room Henderson would have seen when he boarded.
Did you want to take a minute to look around?
Yeah, can I?
Of course. The next task is the recovery in the Turkish baths. So head down the grand staircase when you're finished here.
Alright, I'm ready. The Turkish baths are at the bottom of the staircase, right?
Yep, straight down and off to starboard.
Fuck. This game is just taking a better idea on my moment, trying to mess with me head. Oh, not again. Fucking stuck on the fucking damaging. Oh, don't. For fuck's sake. If you guys can see, this is completely normal. I'm fucking stuck on the fucking ceiling. It won't let me go down. Honest to God, it won't. It's just let me go forward. But every time I do, this happens. Let me go down, ya wee bastard. For some of you wondering, I'm quarter Scottish. Oh, that's freaking frustrating. It's not letting me go freaking down any freaking further for trying to keep. Oh, now you're fucking letting me. Stupid game. You guys were that's completely normal. What happened just now? That's one.
In the baths now. I can see the oral V here pinned under a pipe.
Fucking damn it! Let me in the room, you blicking wee bastard!
Position and attach the flotation bag to the pipe.
Fucking hell!
The flotation bag is in the Predator's storage compartment.
Fucking
Hey, it's working. The pipe is lifting.
typical.
Great. When the pipe's completely lifted, you can attach your hook and drag the ROV out of here.
Right.
Flipping typical.
Ah, I think the motor failed. My arm's not responding.
Is everything else okay? Is the line attached?
Yeah, but everything else is operational, and the line's still connected.
It's alright, I'm gonna have to reverse for
we'll
now
fix
on.
the arm when you're back on the
Out of
surface.
this.
But for now, you'll have to be extra cautious. You need to drag the ROV back out to the grand staircase. The extra weight is going to make your controls tricky.
No, you're not wrong. Am I towing this thing all the way back to the sub?
No, we've an easier way to get out of the wreck. Let me know when you're at the staircase. Just take it nice and slow.
Nice and slow indeed, if it'll let me go fecking up. So, after this, I'm just gonna have a break. Because this game is messing with my fecking head. It's the glitches and the shaking I'm on about. Reason being, because I'm not kidding when I'm saying this. I've got Century integration and I can't explain in a full sentence
I'm at
what
the staircase again.
The next step is to attach a tracker to the ROV. There is one in your compartment.
Okay. Now what?
Now remove the hook and let it float straight up to the surface. The other diving team will be able to track it and pick it up.
Well, there she goes. Should I follow it up?
No, we aren't finished down here yet.
What's left to do?
Oh, that's lovely. No,
We
it's
need to
not.
collect the gear we left in the Turkish bath.
I was just about to
The
say,
flotation
I'll
gear?
let me go down again.
Yeah, it's too expensive to leave down here. You need to deflate the balloon and remove it from the pipe.
Oh, not again! Sorry about me language. It's the game. It's done it again. Won't let me go fecking. I honestly I do try not to, but it's this game is freaking tossing me around like I'm a rag fecking doll. Bloody thing.
All done. I'm heading back up.
Oh,
Great,
yay,
see you
yay.
soon. I'll get the lab ready to
I
repair.
apologise for the language, but it's this game. It's just tossing me around like I'm nothing. I'm just gonna... This is just too much. I love the game, don't get me wrong, I love Titanic. I'm not saying I hate Titanic, it's just, it's the game itself. It was like someone's described to me as a... Oh, bloody brilliant, let me fecking up you. Like I think someone on a part of a Titanic community group I'm a part of on PlayStation has told me this game has a ton of glitches, and they're not fecking wrong, I'm telling you. They're not wrong, honestly. This game has a ton of flipping glitches. I'm not saying a few, I meant a ton. This game, I love this game, it's just, it's too much. This is why I don't go on this game very often, because of the glitches and it's crashed on me a few times. Now I'm just gonna if you haven't already, like, comment and subscribe, push notification bell to be notified every time I upload on YouTube. Love you guys so much. If you enjoyed this video, peace out.